Hello everyone, welcome to the new topic of class 8 basic level examination, parallel lines and angles. So to begin with the chapter, we must know these key terms what are given over here. First one is interior angles, exterior angles, after that adjacent angles, non-adjacent angles, alternate angles, corresponding angles, co-interior angles and vertically opposite angles. There are many other angles also that you need to know, and you must be knowing that. But these are the main angles that is to be understood before we start the exercises of parallel lines and angles. Now let us dive into the topic to understand these key terms and their relationship. First, let us understand what parallel line is. Because we are starting with the topic parallel lines and angles. We know when a pair of lines, one line, two line, a pair of line which do not connect each other till infinity. They are said to be parallel lines. They do not touch each other till infinity. So these kind of pair of lines are drawn, and these pair of lines which do not touch each other are called parallel lines. Now, a line that quotes this parallel line, line that quotes this parallel line is called transversal. The line is just paint over here, but it should be straight. I'll try again. Okay, that's it. Now here this line is called transversal. Transversal. So when a transversal quotes a parallel line, a pair of parallel line, eight angles are formed. Number one, angle number one. This is angle number two. This is angle number three. This is angle number four. This is angle number five. Angle number six. Angle number seven. And angle number 8. So what we have observed over here, when a pair of parallel lines are caught by the transversal, 8 angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now in these angles, we need to know what are interior angles. Right? So over here it is written angles located between the parallel lines. Example 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, between the parallel lines. So this is parallel lines. These are two lines. Let it be L1, L2, and both are parallel. So in between these it means down of this. It means in this portion. Whatever angles are formed, it is said to be interior angles. And talking about exterior, out of this line, beyond this line, whatever angles form, those all are called exterior. So let us talk about interior first. So what do we see inside these parallel lines, between these parallel lines? Angle 3, angle 4, angle 5 and angle 6. So this is between these two lines L1 and L2, between these two parallel lines. So that is why if you talk about interior angles, so we have 3, 4, 5 and 6. And if you talk about exterior angle it means the outside one, the one which is located outside the parallel lines, that is 1, 2 and down one 7 and 8. So altogether there are 4 interior angles and 4 exterior angles. I hope interior and exterior angle is clear to you. Now let us go down. Let us understand what this adjacent line is. Adjacent angle is. Adjacent angle, it means the angles that share a common vertex and side. Common vertex and side. For example, let us take example angle 1. For angle 1, the Angle which is just by the side of angle 1 is angle 3, and that side on the left is angle 2. So these two have become adjacent angles for angle 1 because they share the common vertex. Like for angle 1 and 2, the common vertex is this point and the common side is this line. So both of them are sharing the same vertex and same line, so they are said to be adjacent angles. Let us take example for angle 8. Angle 8, so what is just beside angle 8? 7 is there and 6 is there. So the adjacent angle for angle 8 is 7 and 6. If you talk about angle 5, so the adjacent angle for angle 5 is 6 and 7. So you need to see what is just beside the angle which is asked. So the adjacent angle is always the angles which is by the side of the given angle which shares common vertex and side. Talking about non-adjacent angles, it means the angle which are not by the side, little bit far. For angle 5, this 8 is going to be non-adjacent angle. For angle 4, this 7 is going to be non-adjacent angles. So we need to see this very carefully when we talk about adjacent angles. Now moving down to understand what alternate angle is. Now these are the main things. If the lines are parallel, we have alternate angles, we have corresponding angles, and we have co-interior angles. Talking about alternate angles, so to understand it in short, we should understand this letter Z. Wherever I am making this angle sign, these all are alternate. When the lines are parallel, and the angle formed on the opposite side of the transversal, angle formed on the opposite side of the transversal, those all are said to be alternate angles. Over here it is written pair of angles that are on the opposite side of the transversal and are equal when the lines are parallel. So let me make a parallel line again here. A pair of parallel lines I have drawn, and I'll make a transversal. Now angle formed over here, like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and angle 8. So you see in Z shape what the angle is, what pair of angle is falling. So this is the Z shape. Here you see 4 and 5 are in Z shape. One is forming on the one side and another one is forming on the other side of the transversal. So that is the thing we have to see, where they are forming. So similarly for 3, you see this is the transversal. So angle form on the opposite side of the transversal, and both should be interior over here. Interior 3 and 6. It is also forming opposite Z shape, letter Z. This is 3 and this is 6. Not on the same side of transversal, opposite side of the transversal. So here angle 4 and angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 5 are equal because they are alternate angles, the lines are parallel. And angle 3 and angle 6. Angle 3 and angle 6 are equal because of the lines parallel and alternate angle. In pair of parallel lines, the alternate angles are always equal. The alternate angles are always equal. So we have understood what alternate angle is. Let us go ahead to understand this corresponding angle. To understand corresponding angles, we have to understand this shape, F shape. The lines are parallel and this is the transversal. And if this is the transversal, one interior, another exterior on the same side. If two angles formed on the same side of the transversal, one interior means between the parallel lines, and one exterior, that are said to be corresponding angles. Let us take on opposite F. Here also these two lines are parallel, so this angle and this angle will be corresponding, and corresponding angles are also equal. Here alternate angles are also equal. Angle 4 is equal to angle 5 in alternate angles, and angle 3 is equal to angle 6. And over here in corresponding angle, let us see what it is. If I am taking a F shape, I'm overwriting it. See this? So if I'm writing a F shape over here, if you take 3 as an angle, for 3 interior, this is interior between the parallel lines, 7 is going to be its corresponding angle. So 3 and 7 will be equal. One interior, another exterior. This 7 is exterior angle, 3 is interior. They are on the same side of the transversal and in F shape. See? So for this we can write angle 3 is equal to angle 7 being corresponding angle. Similarly, if you take this 4, angle 4, for angle 4 interior angle, exterior angle 8, this is going to be corresponding angle. So for angle 4, angle 8 will be equal as a corresponding angle. So another pair of exterior angles are also over there. You see this one, I'll just show you. From here I'll take till here only. This is also F shape. Here exterior, if you are taking angle 1, interior will be angle 5 on the same side of the transversal. One exterior, one interior, same side of the transversal. If the angles are formed, they are said to be corresponding angles. So here angle 1 is equal to angle 5 and angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. So these are the pair of corresponding angles we can find in this figure. Okay, moving ahead down towards the last one here. Here they all are equal. Alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, but these co-interior angles are not equal. Co-interior angles, here is written pair of angles that are on the same side of the transversal, same like corresponding, but not one exterior, one interior. It is between the parallel lines. It means both interior. Both should be interior. 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 So let me draw the figure again over here. If this is a parallel line cut by a transversal, this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, angle 8. Then we know interior angles are 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the interior angles which are on the same side, of the transversal, they are said to be the pair of co-interior angles. So here angle 4 plus angle 6, though both are co-interior angles, interior on the same side, co-interior, so their sum will be equal to 180 degree, that is supplementary. Similarly 3 and 5, angle 3 and angle 5, their sum will be equal to 180 degree, and these all are forming the C shape. This is C shape. This is also opposite C shape, or somebody calls it U shape also. So for co-interior angle, the shape that you need to know is C shape. The lines are parallel and the angles between the parallel lines, these two, are said to be co-interior angles. Now talking about the last one, from our key terms, that is vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle is very easy to understand. When a pair of lines are there and they intersect each other, like there are two lines that intersect each other at a point, then what is written over here? Pair of angles that are opposite to each other. So this angle is opposite to this one. If this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So 1 is opposite to 3. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3, and angle 2 is opposite to angle 4. That is why angle 2 will be equal to angle 4. If a line, or if two lines intersect each other, then the opposite angles, the pair of angles that are opposite to each other, are equal. So that is vertically opposite angle. From here I hope you have understood what vertically opposite angle is. Only co-interior angles sum is 180 degree. Remaining all corresponding vertically opposite angle and alternate angles are equal. Now moving down towards the exercise. So exercise 13. So there is the definition given over here. Define the following with an example. Above I have given all the definitions. From there you can see and write. Question number 2. Name the alternate angle of angle BZH. BZH. BGH. This is the angle. So what will be the alternate angle? Alternate angle of BGH. So you just see the Z shape over here, the opposite one, opposite side, both interior. So this angle CHG, CHG is alternate to BGH. So you can write as an answer angle BZH is equal to ZHC being alternate angle. Again another question over there. Name the alternate angle of a ZHD. 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 It means Z this is, H is this and D. For this angle. For this angle what will be alternate? C. C over here. This one. Opposite side interior only. So that is AZH. So the alternate angle for GHD in the given figure is AZH. AZH. This is how it is done. Now let us come to question number 4. Which is the corresponding angle of angle AZH? AZH. AGH. So for this angle, what will be the corresponding angle? This is interior and corresponding is on the same side. So one is interior, then other should be exterior. That is the definition of corresponding angle, and it is forming F shape also. See, one interior, another exterior. So AZH corresponding will be CHF. Similarly, let us move to the next question, that is question number 5. Which is corresponding angle of angle GHC? GHC. So GHC is this. Let us write GHC. 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 And this will also form F shape. See here F. So this is interior. This will be exterior. Exterior is ACE. So the corresponding angle for GHC is going to be CHG is going to be AZE. Now coming to the next question, that is question number 6. Find the co-interior angle of angle GHC. Angle GHC. Co-interior angle will be on the same side between the parallel lines. So AZH. AZH is going to be the co-interior angle for angle GHC. Question number 7 now. Write the co-interior angle for angle BGH. BGH. So for this, the co-interior angle is going to be just down on the same side. What is that angle? GHD. So angle BZH plus angle GHD. GHD, that will be equal to 180 degree co-interior angle. Yes, so we can write like that. Now talking about another question, that is question number 8. If two corresponding angles in a parallel lines are 2x and x plus 20, then find the value of x. So corresponding angles, we know corresponding angles are equal. It means 2x and x plus 20 are equal. 2x plus x plus 20. No, not plus. This one is, they are equal. Equal. 2x is equal to x plus 20. Whereas, solve this equation. That x will come on the left, becomes minus, side change, sign change. Now the value of x comes, that is 20. Talking about question number 9, if two co-interior angles on the same side of the transversal measures 20, 85 and y. So co-interior angles, we know their sum is 180 degree. So one is 85 degree, another one is y. We don't know, but we know their sum will be equal to 180 degree. Being co-interior angle, you can write region in the bracket and then solve this one. What do we get? Y is equal to 180 minus 85 degree. That is equal to y is equal to 95 degree. This is how it is done. Now the last one. If two alternate angles are equal, we know two alternate angles in a pair in a parallel lines are m plus 20 and 3m. Find the value of m. So let us equate them. M plus 20 is equal to 3m. Let us change the side. So it will be easy if you send this m that side. So 3m minus m, that is equal to 2m, that is equal to 2m. 2m is equal to 20, whereas m is equal to 20 divided by 2, that's equal to 10. So the LGR of exercise 13 from parallel lines and angles from MathLinks book is also solved over here. Thank you, have a nice day. Now let us meet again the next day for the other exercises to be done. Have a great day. Bye bye.